Okay, watch this viral video from a TikTok influencer talking about her potential divorce and tell me if you can spot the problems. Here's set one.
I don't know if I'm going to actually post this because this is super vulnerable for me and I'm a pretty open person. But earlier this year, I told my husband I wanted a divorce. I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. Let me be very clear about that. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet. And that is probably the reason why I have not left. Our relationship and what my expectations are for my marriage and what they always have been are not met, right? Which I don't know if anybody's are. The reason that pushed me to even bring up divorce and talk about it was the fact that I feel like I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3 and I still don't know who I am.
This video started a firestorm on social media with all different kinds of people debating whether her reasons were legitimate. What is the real purpose of divorce and marriage? Today, we are going to analyze this video, but in a broader conversation, talk about what does the Bible really say about divorce? When is it justified? Is it ever justified? There's a lot of disagreement about this, even among Christians. Okay, let's get into this viral confession that we just walked. Now, my audience is extremely astute. You are biblically wise, so it won't come as a surprise to you that I have a lot of problems with this, that God has a lot of problems with this person's reasoning and what she is articulating here. And before we get into that response, I've got a few specific points to make on that. Let's look at the context. Who is this? Camille White is a social media manager. She's a content creator and she puts out TikTok videos of her and her family. She actually gained a following. I think she's got maybe 60,000 followers on TikTok from posting pro-Trump, pro-God, pro-family content. And so when she posted this, a lot of her audience felt betrayed and other people started circulating this video to show this is emblematic of the problem with our culture. Some people also used it to show the problem with the flippancy that feminism has encouraged among women, that if something isn't right for you, if it's hard for you, then you can just leave it in accordance with your feelings. So in other parts of this video, it's like a 5.5-minute video that we couldn't play the entire thing. She talks about telling her husband that she wants a divorce, working out the logistics, like where she would live. She goes through, as you heard, all of these wonderful characteristics that her husband has. But as they're approaching their 10-year anniversary, she's just not sure if this is the place for her, if she is getting all of her needs met. And as you heard her say, if she's really finding herself. Now, she does say she wants to work on their relationship, but she also said that the easier option would be to get a divorce and try to go find the love that I'm craving. She asked what other couples have done. So she's couching this confession in kind of asking for advice. She's saying that she's being vulnerable here and that she just wants to know how she can salvage her marriage. And because of that, there are a lot of people that are showing her sympathy. But as you can understand, there are a lot of people who are expressing their ire as well. For example, you've got Matt Walsh saying this is horrific, narcissistic, sociopathic. You've got Michael Knowles saying this is self-sabotage. And I've got my own response to this. Posting a video confessing your soured feelings about your husband, talking negatively about your spouse, talking negatively about your marriage indicates a lot of very profound spiritual and mental issues going on here. You've got to honor your husband more than this. You've got to cherish your marriage more than this. You've got to protect your privacy better than this. Love your kids more than this. This creator publicly claims the name of Christ, so I can speak to her in Christian terms. Number one, marriage is for life. Except in rare circumstances, divorce is not allowed. Jesus says, what God has joined together, let not man separate. Number two, life isn't about finding yourself. It's about denying yourself, as Jesus calls us to do. The journey to self-discovery is endless, and self-fulfillment is a very heavy burden to bear. Number three, your kids' well-being matters more than your wants. Your feelings will change. Your kids' emotional, psychological, and spiritual need for an intact home will not. And number four, marriage is not primarily about happiness. It is primarily about holiness. Marriage can be extremely happy. It can also be really hard. You wed two sinners together, things are going to be less than perfect. You learn to love this person through various seasons, various versions of themselves, various spots in their road of sanctification, all for the glory of God. And then finally, number five, feelings are real. They are strong, and it is so tempting to follow our feelings, but it is a trap. Our hearts cannot be trusted, Jeremiah 17:9. So go to people at your church, in your life, that won't just affirm how you feel, but will actually point you, as uncomfortable as it may be, to the unchanging truth of God's word. That is your responsibility to God as a Christian, to your husband who you made a vow to, and your children who need their mom and dad to stay together.